Chief Meteorologist Bobby Deskins is in for Natalie tonight. I gotta tell you, Bobby, over the weekend, took my kiddos to the beach, and like clockwork, a bunch of parents and I, we were all like, oh, getting a little cold, like 5 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah.
As soon as that sun gets low.
Yeah.
Well, and the water's in the mid-60s. It was probably about 63, 64 this weekend, 65 today. We'll actually make the upper 60s. But that's kind of cool when you're out there in your bathing suits and that type of thing late in the afternoon. 86 is where we topped out today. We'll be very close to that again tomorrow. The record was 88. 75 is where we should be for this time of the year. 56 in the morning. We were 63, though, this morning. Now, there's a live look over downtown Tampa. You can see Davis Islands as well. You can see downtown towards Harbor Island. A quiet night out there with 72 degrees. Light winds out of the east around 8 miles per hour. Dew points in the 50s, mid-50s. That will get up into the 60s by about Wednesday or Thursday, so you may notice just a little bit more humidity by midweek. More than anything else, it's just going to be a warm week out there. 66 in Valrico, 65 in Odessa, Trinity at 66. Same thing in Seminole. 69 in Treasure Island, Clearwater, 66 in Sun City Center. Sebring at 65, same thing in Bartow and Sarasota, and Venice checking in at 67 right now. Slowly dropping down to the low to mid 60s along the coast, upper 50s for inland locations. But that big area of high pressure has that wind coming around and forcing the storm track up to our north. Now look at the storms back out to the west. I mean, we've got a tornado watch now for parts of Arkansas and eastern Oklahoma. That will march off towards the east tonight. This is the threat right now, but during the day tomorrow, overnight tonight and tomorrow, that shifts eastward into western Tennessee and parts of northern Mississippi, even northwest Alabama, even parts of Kentucky. Then as we get into Wednesday, it'll still be just an isolated chance, but it'll be mainly thunderstorms or two. That would be about it. But what I want to point out is all of that is up to our north and the west. None of that gets into Florida because of that high pressure blocking us. So, good looking forecast. Overnight tonight, down through the 60s, low 60s to mid 60s in the, by the water for tomorrow morning. St. Pete at 64. But you can see 59 in Lakeland, 59 in Brooksville and Newport Richey, 61 in Sarasota to get our Tuesday started. And look how it finishes. 85 degrees, very close to where we were today. Light winds will start out of the east-southeast and come around to the west late in the afternoon because of that sea breeze. Now, here are the records, these top numbers, and these are my forecast. You can see Thursday, records 85. We're still in the ballpark, 85, 86 degrees. That'll be our best chance to see it. But then notice what happens by Sunday and Monday. Yeah, we've got a cold front coming through. At least that looks likely at this particular time. It could change, but right now, if that happens, that will cool us off, certainly, especially during the day on Monday. East winds turn into the south, then the northwest throughout the day tomorrow for boaters, but not a lot, 10 to 5 knots. So starting at 10 knots, coming down to 5 knots. Water temperature at Clearwater, Pier 60s at 65 degrees. You can see the cold air has actually shifted back out west. A lot of snow in parts of Colorado as well, too, if you've got a ski vacation. That means it's warm here, but look at this. This is a shift. Friday, it starts to move to the east. Saturday, then look, here it comes. Sunday night into Monday. Look at the size of that trough in the eastern half of the United States. After a decent warm-up, that's a real big cool down, and a decent cool down for us as well, too. So that'll last, I think, through the first half of next week if that continues to happen. There's the warm week ahead, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Yeah, look, we need to take advantage of these mid-70s that we're supposed to be this time of year because, you know, it's going to be hot and humid as the summer gets here. Very dry, by the way, guys, all the way through. Just a small rain chance Sunday night.